you are told to speak about yourself, you have to take a step back, introspect, and really think. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I was born at a time which served as the beginning of new era, the one of light, the one which signified the victory of good over evil. I'm feeling enthralled to stand here on this podium, which has served as a platform not just to deliver a speech, but to deliver an idea, a thought, a message, and an experience. Dreamer. This is one word that defines me. I've always been a dreamer. It is common occurrence that when a person is a child, he or she doesn't restrict his dreams, goals, and aims with respect to the possibility of achieving them. However, as one grows up, our mind restricts our dreaming process within the realms of possibility. For instance, if you ask a child as to what he or she wants to become, you get a whole lot of answers, from becoming the Prime Minister to becoming a pilot. But if you ask a person in his late teens or early 20s, you won't get such ambitious answers. The question is, why do we get bogged down by our failures and stop dreaming? Because dreaming is the first step towards believing, which leads to achieving. However, that is not the case with me. Even today, I haven't stopped dreaming, because I believe dreaming has always kept me hungry for more. Now, everyone has that one point in life which serves as a turning point. One such incident in my life came in class 12. As we all know, class 12 is one of the most important phases of life because it serves as a career-making stage. When I was in class 12, I got diagnosed with dengue. I have this affinity towards mosquitoes. They just love me. Even here in Calcutta Chamber of Commerce, they don't leave me alone. However, there was a good thing and there was a bad thing which happened. The good thing was that I got diagnosed at the right time and got admitted to the hospital before it became too late. And while I got diagnosed, I was having my first terminal examinations at school, and these examinations become very important because they serve as net practice before the final game. However, the bad part about suffering from dengue was that my blood platelet count got reduced to 9,000, whereas in a normal person it is in lakhs. And the doctor warned me that even if I cut myself, it could become very critical because these platelets help in blood clotting. However, after 5 days in the hospital with terrible food, terrible environment, and to end with a terrible time, I finally started regaining my health. While all this was happening, there was one person who always stood by my side, which was my mother. I used to watch her cry with half-shut eyes because she would never do it while I was awake. If I didn't like hospital food, she would make it a point to bring homemade food for me. And she used to do all this all by herself, even though we lived in a joint family and she had got other duties to cater to back home. Even though she breaks down at times, my mother is one of the strongest persons I've ever come across. I've noticed one thing. People who cry are very strong because they let go the burden of their sorrows with those tears. My mother is married to a man who's very hardworking, and I call him Dad. We have been owning a restaurant for the past 40 years, and my dad has played the role of an anchor in bringing it to the place where it stands today. My dad has always taken the responsibility of my family on his shoulders, and that is why he'll always be my hero and my inspiration. I've also got a brother who's still in class 7. However, sometimes I just forget this fact because he's always sitting in one room watching television. I've also got grandparents, and I feel I'm very lucky to have them because their experience counts a lot. Now let me tell you a little bit about a place we call school. My school has made me courageous enough to stand up to the challenges in life. It has taught me, it has encouraged me to choose the road not taken. It has taught me to walk with crowds and keep my virtue, and walk with kings nor lose the common touch. It has taught me to meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same. In the end, I would like to say, and this place where I've been is called Don Bosco Park Service. And lastly, I would like to say, I got a lot to achieve in life. I believe patience and will is the key. And it is important to hang on when others have let go. As the legendary boxer Muhammad Ali had said, if your mind can conceive it, your heart can believe it, then you can achieve it.